What is going on, guys? My name is Elmer or Yadu Chavez. I hope you got. I said my name wrong. Yadu. Yadu. What is going on, guys? My name is Elmer or Yadu Chavez, and welcome back to another episode of the podcast. For those of you who are new, this isn't anything formal. I'm just kind of talking out of my ass because this is something I wanted to do. I've always wanted to do a podcast. Today is going to be a weird episode, I can already tell, because I don't really have a formal rubric, I guess you could say, or like a formal protocol that I follow in terms of like what I want to talk about, what I want to discuss, anything like that. I just kind of talk about stuff that's like on my mind that I've dealt with, that's been going on in the past week, because this might sound depressing, and it probably is, but I don't have really anyone that I speak to almost on a regular basis. And if I do, they're more associates. Like I don't really have like oh my god, I'm thinking about it and it sounds depressing, but it's like I don't really have anyone to talk to every single day. Like there are people I talk to every now and then, every couple of days, but every single day, I don't have that no more. I did, but not anymore. Things happened, life happens, but yeah. I can already tell this episode's going to be all over the place, off the wall, because a lot of weird shit went down in the past week. And I've been carrying around my notebook, my handy dandy notebook, and I've been writing all the ideas, everything that's been going on, so that way I don't forget about it and I can actually talk about it. So, without further ado, let's do this. So, I guess today's episode will be kind of formal, just because I have, actually a list of things. But hold on, let me tell you guys a story real quick, just to get into that actual list before doing so. So for those of you who don't know, for about I want to say maybe, excuse me. By the way, I'm like a little bit under the weather. The weather is whatever the weather is weird. The weather's kind of messed up in my area. I'm pretty sure I'm getting sick. I got the sniffles. Everyone around me is getting sick too. So if I sniffle a little bit, I'm sorry. Deal with it. But anyway, for the past maybe 2, almost 3 years, I would say, so my current job right now, I don't do YouTube full time, even though it might look like it because I upload almost every day, but my full-time job, my 9 to 5, if you will, is I sell gym memberships. I'm not going to say for which company. I've been in and out of different companies for the past year and a half or so. So I have experience. Before I was with the company that I'm with now, I was at this health club facility. So it's not like a gym. Like they have, standard weights and cardio equipment, but they had a pool, an indoor basketball court, turf, racquetball courts, all this fancy stuff that was super unnecessary for an actual gym. In my opinion, a gym is just weights, cardio, classes if you're into that, so you can get your work done, you can get your shit and get out pretty much. This is a luxury health club because it had more to offer than any other gym. And so I was working there for about a year or so, I think it was. And at first, it was great. My coworkers were cool. The money was great. But after a while, towards the end of, me working there for a year, I noticed that a lot of shady stuff was going down. I wasn't doing anything shady, I was doing everything by the book, but it was my boss, my manager, that was doing shady shit. And long story short, I caught him doing the shady shit. I don't want to drop names or drop, the company, but he was pretty much selling fake gym memberships. He would go into the system, put fake names and fake informations, put fake credit card numbers, so that way, for those of you who don't know, as a membership consultant or membership advisor, someone who sells memberships, if you sell a membership, you obviously get some commission off of it. So what he would do is put in these fake information, fake people, fake credit card numbers, so that way the company that we worked for would see, oh, great, he signed someone up. Let's give him his commission for signing someone up. When really, it wasn't actually anyone. It was just a fake name. And before the company would be able to realize, oh wait, this person's actually fake, they can't get their commission back. So he would be pretty much taking money from the company, and he wasn't getting in trouble or nothing. Which I'm pretty sure that's a criminal offense. It's probably qualifies as fraud or some shit. I don't know. I'm dumb. I'm too dumb to actually understand the government and what laws there are in terms of what he was doing. But that's what he was doing. And I did not want to get involved in that. I did not want to have the higher ups or the CEOs come and be yo, are you involved in this? We're gonna have to do an investigation or whatever. I was overthinking it. I was scared, and I just pretty much, I told him off. I'm look, dude, I'm not trying to get involved with this. I was a bigger man. I snitched. I told the higher ups, and I told them that I was leaving the company because I did not want to be involved in that. And I was doing well. Like, I was pretty much one of the best salespeople, I would say, at the time, because like after I told him, like, I caught you, like, you're dead, you're done, and I'm leaving. He tried to have me stay. I switched to a different gym after I left. They tried to get me back as well. Like, they kept calling me and he's sending me emails like almost every week trying to get me back, but at a different location. And so I said no up until now. But anyway, that's like, having to deal with a shitty boss like that. It's kind of like a given in terms of, having a job. 9 times out of 10, you'll probably have like a shitty boss or a shitty manager wherever you work. So far, I'm like on a streak where like I cannot talk. I'm sorry. I'm like on a streak right now where my last 3 or 4 jobs they've all had like terrible managers or shitty bosses or whatever the case may be. But anyway, long story short, I left that company. It's been about we're in pretty much in December right now. It's been about 6 or 7 months, I would say. And I left that company. One of my friends who still worked there at the time, he was kind of keeping me up to date, like, about what was going on. It turns out that boss, after I had left, he would never show up for his shifts. He would only come for like an hour at a time during the day. And yet, because he was like a manager, he would still get like salary. Like, even if he wasn't there, he would still be getting paid. Or at least I think that's how it works. I have no idea. But anyway, after a while, they hired someone to replace me. He had a question about like how to do something in the system, and the manager wasn't there. So he called him, because that's like, like he said, if you need anything, just call me if I'm not here. So he called him, asked him like, how do I do this in the system? And this is all like stuff that I was told, by the way. Called him, asked, how do I do this thing in the system? And he just said, you know what, this is stupid, I quit. And he just quit on the spot. And so after that, my coworker and I never heard from him since. It was funny because like, so my coworker right now, he works in like, I don't want to give away anything, but he works for the government. And so recently we had like a holiday. I forget what it was called. I think it was Veterans Day. We recently had Veterans Day, and he was off that day because he was also a military vet, so he kind of got the day off, which I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Anyway, he got the day off. He visited me at my current job, and we went on my lunch break, got some drinks, got some food or whatever. We were talking, catching up, and he goes, I wonder what that guy's up to right now, like our old boss. And he just goes, dude, he was an asshole. I don't give a shit what's going on. And so, we just kept talking, hanging out. And that was about maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And then last night, it was like a Cyber Monday special that we had going on at the gym. So, it was a little bit busier than usual. I'm there, I'm talking to people, showing them around, signing people up and whatnot. And I noticed that my old boss, who I haven't seen in months, is there. Why he's there? No idea. I did everything I could to avoid contact with him, to avoid eye contact or anything. Just because, like, I told him off pretty much. I told him, look, I caught you doing this. This is some shady shit. I'm not trying to get involved in this. I'm leaving the company at the time. That's what I told him, obviously. And so, he's like a bad person in my eyes, and I don't want to deal with that. Like, once you become a bad person in my eyes, I don't want to, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I don't want to talk to you. Time goes on, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I'm done. I moved on. You know what I'm saying? And so he came in, and he was there for a while. Like, I tried not to look at him or make eye contact, but I could see where he was at the front desk, and my desk was like behind like a little short wall and whatnot. It's hard to describe it, but I'm at my desk. I can see the front desk from where I'm sitting, and I'm talking to someone. So as I'm talking to someone about signing them up, I'm on the phone texting my other coworker who I went out with about a week prior to this, telling him, yo, he's here. What the fuck is going on? And he texts like, yo, why is he there? Like, and so, like I said, I wasn't making eye contact. I could see from the corner of my eye, he was filling out like a cancellation form. So like, I don't know if he had a membership there. I've never seen him there, or whatever. But I saw him filling out the form. He gave the form back. And typically when you cancel your membership or you cancel something at a gym, once you give the form back to them to keep and submit the cancellation, you leave. Like, that's it. You have no other reason to be there. You wait for it to cancel and you're done. But no, I watched him, fill out the form, give it back, and he was still hanging out at the front desk. And I did my absolute best to like take the longest time to sign this person up, because I knew as soon as I was done, as soon as I had an open opportunity that like for him to come through, he would come to my desk and start talking to me. I did not want that. So I was taking the longest time that I could to get this person, set up for the gym membership. And as soon as I was done, which it may have been like maybe 10 to 15 minutes. Granted, I don't ever take that long, but like I said, I was trying to take a long time, so hopefully he could leave. He wouldn't leave. He was there for like 10 to 15 minutes after he filled out that form. And as soon as, the person I was talking to was done, I grabbed my phone, acted like I had a phone call, and I walked to the back in the break room where he can't go there, obviously. And I'm on the phone with my old coworker who I met up with, and I'm telling him, like, yo, he's not leaving. I don't know what's going on. And as I'm on the phone, I hear, or like my phone buzzes like I got a text message. And when I'm on the phone, I'm on the phone. I don't, pull my phone away to check what it is. I wait till I'm done talking to whoever I'm talking to, and that's it. And so, talking to my coworker a little bit, my old coworker, check my phone, and he texted me, like my old boss who was there waiting. He texted me saying, yo, are you coming back to your desk? I want to say hi. And obviously I didn't have his number saved still. So it said, hey, it's so-and-so. I see you work here now. I want to say hi. Are you going to come back to your desk? I don't respond. Instead, I text one of the front desk girls and I go, hey, come to the break room, but don't make it look weird. Which, as I said that, I realized, okay, this could be odd, but whatever. I'll just go with it. So she comes back and I go, yo, I'm not trying to go out there right now, but is that dude, like, who I act like I didn't know him, but like, I'm like, yo, who's that dude up there who's like hanging out the front desk? And he goes, what, like the dude with like, he has an accent. So like the dude with an accent? I'm like, yeah, what's he still doing up here? He's been there for like 20 minutes. And I go, or she goes, oh, he just left. I'm like, what was he here for? He was here for a while. It goes, oh, he wanted to speak with you. I'm like, oh, but he's gone now, right? And he goes, yeah, why? And then I told her, like, oh, that's my old boss. He was doing shady shit. I told him off. I told him to the company. He left the company. And I pretty much caught her up to speed with, like, everything. And I told her, like, yeah, I'm not trying to talk to him or nothing. Like, I'm done. I moved on. You know what I'm saying? And so, so she told me that as I was helping the person at my desk getting signed up, he started asking weird questions of the front desk girl. She goes like, yo, so do you know when he's going to be done? Do you know when he's going to be free? And she goes, I don't know. He's kind of busy right now. We do have a deal going on right now. Oh, what's the deal? What do you have going on? I'm interested. When I knew for a fact he wasn't. He was just trying to find an excuse to come talk to me. And he was asking me. And so she told him like, oh yeah, it's this deal we have going on. It ends tonight. He wasn't like interested in signing up. He just tried to boogie-ass his way to come talk to me, like I said. And she goes, oh, okay. And so after a while, she just goes, is there anything else I can help you with? And she goes, no. Are you kicking me out or something? It's like, no, I'm just asking because you're hanging out here for a long time. Oh, are you the manager? I'm like, no, but I'm about to be. And so like, it was weird. Like, he's a weird dude. He's an odd dude. And so you can kind of imagine why I didn't want to talk to him. First the shady shit. Then she tells me about the weird questions. He's trying to like talk to the front desk goes like that. I'm like, let me not. Like, I'm done. And so as soon as I got that text message from him, unrecognized number on my phone, because like I said, I deleted his contact info. I hit the report junk button, never looking back. But now I gotta like wait and see what happens. Because now that he knows that I work there, I guarantee he's going to try and stop by again. And if he does, to the break room I go. I ain't dealing with that shit. To the break room I go. Worst case scenario, I quit. Because I hate my job. I'll be honest. I feel like if you don't hate your job, props to you. Keep it going. But if you have a full-time 9-to-5 job and you hate it, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I hate this job so much. I'm trying to leave. I think I told you guys about what happened. I was at the new location, brand new location. I was making money, sold the most. Then they transferred me over to the shitty location where I'm at now. Hate it. Hate it so much. There's a new location. There's like a new gym, different company that's opening up like down the street. I'm trying to go there because, new gym versus an old gym. First of all, the old gym is going to lose its members because the members are going to go to the new gym. New gym, people are going to be signing up like crazy. And if I'm there to sign people up, I'm going to be making the big bucks. That's what I want. You know what I mean? So that's my plan right now. That was a crazy story. Oh, by the way, I don't know why, but I had pure anxiety because like when he was there. So not only was I'm trying to like sign someone up and avoid him and talking to my old coworker, my anxiety was through the roof for some reason. It was weird. Like, because at the old job, when he was my boss, him and I would always have arguments. At that time, my anxiety was worse, and so like we would have an argument. I would break down. I would go to my car. He would follow me to my car. So it's like he would be yelling at me 1 minute. He would follow me to my car and try to comfort me. I'm like, no, stop, no, just get the fuck out. No, I'm not dealing with that shit. And so I could go on a rant about that for hours. So that's a story time right there. Let me actually get into these topics that I had written down. Like I said, what I'm trying to do is with this notebook that I got now, I'm trying to write down ideas for my YouTube videos, for my podcast ideas, topics. Writing down, a list of guests that I would love to have on the podcast. I'm trying to figure out like the logistics of like how I can bring them on. Are we going to use like Discord? Are we going to use Skype? Are we going to do a phone call? Whatever the case may be, I'm still trying to figure that out. So give me some time. Let me know who you want to see on the podcast. But first thing I actually wanted to talk about is, I don't know if you guys heard of this artist or this singer. I'm sure you guys have, because she's like crazy big now. Billie Eilish, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't really listen to her like that. I'm open to listen to any music, but I'm kind of picky at the same time. Like, I'll pretty much listen to anything that isn't like screamo rock heavy metal type shit. I don't understand. I'll even listen to country music. Like, whenever I'm on like driving down like country roads, taking me home to the place where I belong. Maybe it's West Virginia, driving through a mountain mama, taking me home on the country roads. I'll listen to that shit, But Billie Eilish, I don't really know what genre of music she is, but she has like, I'll admit, she has like a beautiful voice. She has the voice of like an angel. And so I was on Facebook and a video popped up of her, and it was like a video of like, she was doing an interview of the same questions, re-answering them, but she did an interview like that day. And she did an interview a year ago with the same questions. And she kind of did this to see like if her answers changed or how much she's changed or whatever. And so the first question, because I heard her, sing here and there before I actually knew who she was. Like, I think she was on Riverdale. Like, she did the music for Riverdale or 13 Reasons Why or something like that. And I'm really into those shows. I haven't caught up or anything, but, I like those shows. I watch them whenever I can. I think they're out now. I'm just kind of waiting for the seasons to end so I can binge watch them. But anyway, she was on one of those shows, so I'm pretty sure I've heard her voice before. And so I would assume like, she's got the voice, like, she's got the voice, bro. I'm pretty sure she's like probably at least, like an Ariana Grande age, like maybe in her late teens, early 20s, maybe even late 20s. Who knows? Because like her voice is like good as shit. And so the first question in that video interview was, how old are you? I'm expecting, maybe something like maybe 20, 22, something like that, in that range at least. She's 15. Well, a year ago, she's 15. She's 16 now. She is 16, and she's blowing up like crazy. I had no idea. As soon as I said that, or as soon as I saw that answer, I paused the video, texted my friend who's like obsessed with her, and I tell her, hold on. Billie Eilish is 16? This whole time you were hyping her up. I thought she was like our age. And she goes, no, she's 16, which surprised me. Because at 16, bratty kids at 15, 16, maybe 17 years old, they do some dumb shit, especially if they're a celebrity. Like, I'm pretty sure Justin Bieber at that age, well, how old was he when he released Baby? Hold on, I actually kind of want to look this up. Hold on. Where is it? Hold on. Justin, oh, by the way, my clicking might annoy some of you guys, so I'm sorry. Justin Bieber, the Baby. It was released in 2010. Justin Bieber birthday. His song came out in 2010, and he was born 94. So that he was 16. Yeah, he was 16. He was the same age as Billie Eilish back then. And I'm guaranteed around that time, maybe a little bit later, he was doing dumb shit. And when I found out that Billie is only 15, 16, well, 16 now, and I haven't heard any dumb shit that she's done, I'm like, God, she's doing it right. She's grown up. She's mature already at such a young age. Props to her. Like, it baffles my mind. And I'm not trying to talk down, like, the teenagers or the preteens nowadays. Because, like, 9 times out of 10, they're eating Tide Pods or some shit, you know? That's what I have experienced. I'm not saying I eat Tide Pods. No, I'm just saying like that's all you heard about like maybe 6 months ago. You know what I mean? Like all the 15, 16-year-olds eating Tide Pods and whatever. And she hasn't done anything to get to that caliber that like she's been known for or whatever. It's insane. So, you know, after I saw the interview, after, you know, they asked some more questions and I kind of got a feel for her, I listened to some of her music. It's good. I like it. Not really something I would go out of my way to listen to. If my friend had the aux, I wouldn't be like, no, turn that off. No, like she has a good voice. I'll listen to her music, but I want to go out of my way. Not really one of my top 10 artists or whatever. Maybe top 20 because of her voice, but still. Props to her. I would recommend her if you guys want like some chill, you know, nice angelic voice, because that's what she's got. She's got a crazy voice. So, what else do I got on this list? I got another music topic. I'll come back to that so we can take a break. But this next one, oh my God. Another situation that happened at work, at the gym. So this could happen anywhere. This could happen anywhere because I was at the gym at my desk. You know, I don't really have like an office space. It's kind of like an open area, if you will. And so I'm at my desk. I'm not on the phone or anything like that. I'm at my computer. It's like late at night, so I'm like watching YouTube videos while I pretend to do work or something, so I look productive and whatnot. And so I have my AirPods in. I'm watching some video. It's probably Korean Savage, I'll be honest. And out of nowhere, I hear this dude screaming. I'm like, why is dude? And it wasn't like a grunting screaming like people typically do in the gym or whatever, but it was like a yelling in the phone conversation. And I hate when people do that. Like you could be like sitting in the middle of a train, like you're driving or you're riding a train or you're riding a bus, and someone will be yelling on the phone having an argument. And I'm not even kidding. Let me show you, let me try to paint a picture in your head. I'm sitting at my desk. Dude is walking around the gym and like the lobby and whatnot, not too far from where I'm sitting. I can hear him through my AirPods, but I'm not blasting it. You know, it's loud, so I can like, you know, drown people out. I'm listening. I can hear him through my AirPods, and I hear shit that's kind of like this. Hold on. Look, I don't care what's going on. I want those contracts on my desk by Monday morning. Now, I don't care if it's already Tuesday. I want them on my desk yesterday or I'm suing the company. All right? So you're going to get your shit together or I'm going to the CEO and I don't... Like it was one of those guys. It was one of those guys. And like it was... Why do people do that? Like you can't like step outside. You can't go outdoors. Like there are people here trying to get a workout in, people here trying to get their work done. And here you are looking like an asshole yelling on the phone about nobody cares. All right? And it was weird. Like that wasn't the exact conversation that he was having because I'm pretty sure he's like a doctor or a surgeon or some shit, because he was on the phone and he was like, look, you're going to leave the patient. Obviously he was yelling over the phone like I just showed, but he was like, look, leave the patient right there. Don't touch him. If you touch him, I'm going to sue you. You guys fucked shit up already. I will be there in 10 minutes to take care of the situation because you guys don't know how to do your job. He was like going off like that. And like, I hate when people do that. I hate when people yell on the phone like that. A, it's disrespectful to everyone around you. B, it's probably disrespectful to the person on the other end of the phone that you're talking to. And so, like, if you do that, you're an asshole. Straight up, just get out, please. And so, what's funny is I saw him the next day too, and him and I didn't have like an altercation. You know, I didn't go up to talk to him, telling him, "Yo, shut up." I didn't do that. He didn't come up to me or anything like that. I'm pretty sure he saw me give him a dirty look, like as he was on the phone yelling, like, "The fuck are you doing, dude?" But I saw him the next day at the gym, give him another dirty look because I'm like, "Oh God, it's this guy again. Why?" So that annoyed me. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Twitter. I have written down here Twitter song leaks. If you guys don't know, I mean, you guys probably don't know what I'm talking about there, but I'm not the biggest fan of this artist, but recently Tekashi 6ix9ine had a song with like Tory Lanez that was like blowing up on Twitter. It wasn't officially released at the time, but it was like a video of them in the studio. You can hear like a snippet of the song, and that specific song or that specific video was blowing up like crazy because like it was so catchy, it sounded real good, whatever the case may be, right? And like people knew that this was going to be a banger, and that song was blowing up. And recently the album leaked, I guess because like he's got the whole jail time shit going on. So the album leaked. I found the song. I'm like, this song sounded so much better on Twitter in the studio. What the hell happened? And maybe it's just because it's on video. You know, obviously, you know, the audio is going to sound different from a video versus an actual studio mic and whatnot. But another song that was like that was like maybe a year. No, I think it was 2 years ago. Is when Post Malone like did a snippet, you know, in the studio of his song Rockstar, and everyone was waiting for that song. That song was going to be fire. And a year later, the song came out. I forget if it was like a single or if it came off of Beer Bongs and Bentleys. But the song came out, right? And it was still a fire song, but it just sounded so much better in the studio. And so why is that a thing? You know, I'd rather have the song officially released and then have the artist be like, oh, by the way, check out like this behind the scenes of how I made this song. Like Jon Bellion, he does that sometimes. Like he releases an album, and then, you know, he goes on tour, he sells records and whatnot. He gets like platinum deals or whatever the hell he does. I don't know. He's blowing up right now. That's for sure. I've got tickets to his next concert in the summer. I've actually got 3 tickets for myself, little brother, little sister, surprising them for Christmas. I'm going to try and convince them that like when they give me the money or when they have the money, it's like, oh, it's sold out. I'm sorry. You guys won't be able to go. It's going to be his last tour because he said so last time. Then for Christmas, you know, I don't know what I'll do, but I'll give them the tickets and whatnot to surprise them. I really hope they're not home from school. You know, I just got home from the gym. I haven't like yelled out, hello, anyone home? Or anything like that. So I don't know if maybe my sister or brother heard that. But anyway, what was I talking about again? Oh yeah, the Twitter song leak. So like, I'd rather have them release the official album or the official song, give it some time, and then be like, yo, check out like the making of for this song, or check out like a quick snippet of like what it sounded like before, like the alpha, if you will, like before it was cut, or check out this like check out the scrapped verse or whatever the case may be. Because like the song that we saw from 6ix9ine was called Kika, which who names his songs? Like first of all, sidetracking for a second. In Black Ops 4, I recently unlocked the unicorn gun, which is literally a gun that looks like a unicorn. And as you hold it down, like as you're playing with it first person, it has like rainbow hair. And so I said to myself, why does this gun look like Tekashi 6ix9ine? Because he has rainbow hair as well. Why? I don't know. It's the dumbest shit ever. And so like, whoever names his songs, he's an idiot. He's probably the unicorn as well. Anyway, well, I'm out of breath right now. Jesus Christ, I'm hungry. I blanked out for like a good 30 seconds. You guys might not notice because like I'll probably edit that out, but like I blanked out for like a good 30 seconds because like I'm talking so much and I ran out of breath. I just got home from a workout. I'm exhausted, guys. I am tired. Still grinding to get this video out there for you. Putting in the work. I haven't looked at the numbers as to, you know, how much my channel is growing right now. Which, by the way, I want to give another shout out to my friend Aaron FPS. He's probably going to listen to this as well. He's probably the only dude right now who was in the same boat that I am. The reason why I say was is because before, in a previous episode, I mentioned how he was doing a similar thing. He was also doing YouTube videos for Call of Duty. Then he made some Snapchat tutorial. He blew up. He now has his own business. And he was listening to the podcast. He was listening to an old episode where I was pretty much like comparing myself to other people in terms of, you know, content and success wise. And last night I was just playing Call of Duty. He sends me like a 5-minute voice message. Just like, you know, just like, yo, chill like he didn't obviously say this, like I'm paraphrasing a ton. He was like, yo, just chill the fuck out. Don't worry about it. Just do you and your time will come. Just keep it going, keep growing, keep doing your thing. And then just wait on it, because that's what I did. I used to be stressed out as, you know, comparing people and whatnot. Just do you. And so like no one else has like done that. So shout out to Aaron. Aaron, you're the homie. You're the real one. I appreciate that every now and then. So, and I don't like to look at the numbers, you know, like I don't think I've looked at, you know, how many subscribers I've gained or lost in about a week or two, because like I'm not in YouTube. I'm not doing YouTube for the numbers. I'm not doing YouTube to become famous. I'm not doing YouTube to make money. Granted, will that, you know, be awesome? Will that be nice to do? Like make YouTube and make money off of it? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That'd be awesome. You know, I wish almost every day that I could quit my day job just so I can go home, make videos, stream, and just live off of that. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's a different idea. Like it's one thing to go into YouTube for the money, and it's another thing to go into YouTube for the fun of it, and then down the road start making money. Because if you're in it for the money, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna fail. But if you're into it for the fun of it, and then one of the benefits at some point is making money, then you win. You know what I mean? That's perfect. Do you keep doing what you love and keep that up, because you are going to become successful. And that's my mindset right now. My mindset is do not worry about the money. Do not worry about the money at all. Just think of this as a hobby. And it is a hobby. It is a hobby that I've dedicated my time and my money into. You know, I put so much money into my equipment and whatnot. I'm not the only one, so I'm not preaching to the choir or whatever. Like, this is not old news. But like, I invested so much time and effort into this that it's like a dedicated hobby for me. Will one day I make money off of this down the road? Actually make bread? You know, get this cheddar? Make stacks, bro? Yeah, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I would hope so. But if that never happens, if I'm stuck at like the numbers I'm at right now for the rest of my life, I'm not gonna be mad, because I'm doing this for the entertainment value. I'm doing this for that one person that says, I've had a shit day today. You uploading this video, or you uploading this podcast, or uploading to Instagram or whatever made my day. Thank you. That's who I do it for. And no, I don't get comments like that every single day. I don't get comments like that, but like, that's like a prime example of who I do it for. The people who say, thank you, I've had a shit day, your video helped. To the people that's like, yo, I listened to your last podcast, it was awesome. To the people that are like, yo, I watched the video, it was hilarious. Even if it's just the one view, even if it's just the one person that watches my stuff, I do it for them. You know, I do it for them, and I do it because I enjoy doing it, and I do this because it's fun. So, ending on a heavy note, I guess you could say, that's pretty much this week's episode of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you guys want to follow me, everything on my social media will be linked in the description down below. Feel free to follow me, check me out. I do stream on Twitch. I'm going to try Mixer out, because apparently you can grow much more on Mixer. And when it comes to like actually streaming, I would love to interact with you guys. So follow me on both Twitch and Mixer. I'll try to have like my Mixer profile or my Mixer page or whatever it's called in there as well, so you guys can follow me. But at the end of the day, at least follow me on Twitter, so that way whenever I do go live, or whenever I do want to talk to you guys, or if you guys want to talk to me, Twitter is the best way to get in contact with me. I see all my tweets. You know, I don't get like 1,000 tweets on the daily or anything like that, like a big dude. I'm just an average guy, you know? So if you ever just want to, you know, say what's up, tweet at me, you know? Do whatever you want to do. You know, we'll talk, we'll have a good time, we'll have a nice conversation. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about specifically in next week's episode, let me know in either the comments, or like I said, just tweet me. You know, I'm not a hard guy to get in contact with. Other than that, my name is Elmer, or Yatu Chavez. Thank you guys so much for listening to this week's episode, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.